have no idea what's going on. And you're sitting there putting on your makeup.
I need the Queen of Hearts.
You guys are becoming completely useless. What have you done to contribute to our group?
I did Drew Gordia over there.
I don't know why the phosphorus is doing what it's doing. I don't understand why the E. coli.
Emma. Look, it's fine. Look. This not important. It's just bits and bobs. We'll get Sudeep, Mr. Computer Wizard, to just Google everything. You just put up some shit from Wikipedia.
Sudeep, can you find out what Wikipedia has to tell us about?
Can you just like Google some pages on Wiki, print them out, and you know.
Please.
Come on, guys.
Emma.
Y'all, I got a great idea.
Come on now. What now?
We can use it as a detective. Then we don't have to do any work.
No work. Zero.
Zero. And I know a great one.
It's gonna put you away for a long time. You know that?
This is on its way.
Like a Tintin, you mean?
A detective.
Mr. Holmes?
Someone called for a detective? So, why did you hire me?
Because we want to figure out if the quality of Svartediket is good enough that we could use it for our drinking water source. We are very fed up and we need some help.
So, let's get down to details. What kind of tests did you take?
We did 3 kinds of tests. We did for E. coli, phosphate, and also for biodiversity.
What's the problem with E. coli?
Can you fly that thing?
Not yet.
Operator.
Tank, I need a pilot program for a B-212 helicopter. Hurry.
Let's go.
Okay, well, we need to measure E. coli because E. coli is a bacteria that lives in the intestines of human beings, okay? So basically we crap it out. So E. coli is in human sewage. The level of E. coli in the water is a pretty good indicator about how much leakage there is from the local sewage systems. So if there's too much, that means that somebody has to rebuild their plumbing.
So tell me about phosphorus.
Phosphate, it contains like a phosphorus, which is a very essential element for plant and animals growth, and mostly in the aquatic it's like it helps in the growth of different plants and it leads to the algae bloom, and so it reduces the dissolved oxygen in the water samples. So we need to test for the phosphorus content to know the quality of the water.
Okay, and then biodiversity?
So biodiversity, it's the variety and also the abundance of animals in an area. So what we want is a community with high diverse organisms. This will indicate that the water quality is good, and these will also help to prevent pollution by removing solutes from the water. If there is a little variety of organisms, then it will indicate that the area is polluted.
So, how did you conduct your survey?
The same procedure as every year, James.
The same procedure as every year.
We started in the morning and we walked up this hiking path and started at site A and took some samples from the hill right above the lake before we took some samples from within the lake itself. And then we walked back up to site C and took some samples here before we moved inwards and took some samples from site D. After that we went all the way back and got in our crappy car and drove with Danny and took the last samples from site E, which the stream goes all the way from E through D and ends up in the lake.
I will try my best. This water's clean. Hey, you! Guardia interview November 1st, 2013.
What? For God's sake, Svartediket, how original. You bring up Svartediket course calling the f***ing Guardia work. That was in 2004, 9 years ago. Don't know if you noticed, haven't been there for like 9 years. Yeah, okay, I was there in 03 and 04. Yeah, I made a bunch of people sick. Boo, hoo. I've done my shit. Not anything there to do it anymore. So unless you're going to charge me with something, I'm calling my lawyer.
E. coli interview.
Oh, what's going on with the light?
What were you doing at Svartediket today?
Oh, we were just looking around, we're just staying over there.
I have evidence that you were there on September 10th. You're not supposed to be there.
No, we haven't been there for a long time. I mean, Svartediket, if you just see the Svartediket, they have like a new filtered system over there, so we can't access to the drinking water of the humans, so we haven't been doing any harm to the people around the Bergen city over there.
I know you're a troublemaker.
No, we haven't been. We don't have much food over there. We don't have much nutrition. I don't know what the system has done in the Svartediket, so...
I'm letting you off with a warning, but if you start recruiting again, if your numbers go back up to what they once were, I'm hauling all y'all's asses back here. Phosphorus informant interview.
So I'm Phosphorus. Isn't that exciting? But I can change form as well. I can be oxygized or switch into things. I could be part of a fish. I could be part of a human. I could be part of a grass straw. It's so awesome being me. I could be in the raindrops. I could be in the ocean. I could be all over the place.
Thank you, Phosphorus. You've been really interesting to talk to.
But I have so much more to tell. Like one time we were at the Andes, and are you still taking notes about my life?
And then we were like at the Niagara River and the Niagara Falls, all over in the water, in the sky, in the clouds. Oh yeah, there was that one time,
Well, I'm just gonna go. So, who are you?
Like technically, I'm Pyramidae. People usually know us as a mosquito larvae. But people, they call me Musi, And so I live in the stream. We've been there for a couple of years back, and it was very cool before because we had a lot of space. It was almost just us living there. So many people moving in, and that's okay, but it's like there's so many. You have like nematodes and rotifers and copepods and plechophora and ecornia. We get along though, and that's good because, yeah, I'm pro-peace,
So, you would say the E. coli has been pretty low in the last...
Yeah, they were a problem a couple of years ago. Like, they stop by every now and then, but they don't bother us that much. Like, they know.
And Guardia hasn't been a problem since 2004?
I haven't seen Guardia at all. I don't know what happened, but maybe he moved somewhere else. It's good though, because he's such a hassle, He's not pro-love. He's pro-diarrhea,
I am going to get to the truth.
have found the solution. Now, temperature and pH, that didn't really give us much, but the phosphorus and E. coli levels are very low for both, and therefore it indicates a healthy ecosystem. The biodiversity levels were pretty high for streams, except for in Site B, but that was in the lake. Chironomidae was found in many of the sites, and they are able to survive in pollution. However, Trichoptera and Ephemeroptera were also found, which are unable to live in pollution, and therefore it would indicate that the streams are healthy.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was cool stuff. We nailed it. Well, she did.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. But where's Emma?
Yeah, I think I got it. I think I figured it out. Svartediket is gonna kill everyone.
Emma.